Hello, I am Riley. I'm a traditional naturopath and holistic nutritionist, and I specialize in gastrointestinal disorders and chronic illness. Today, I want to talk about something very important, which is stomach acid. And stomach acid is one of the most suppressed functions or secretions in the body today. Acid suppressing medications and buffers are some of the best selling drugs and over the counter remedies on the market today. So, acid suppression is huge in today's society, and this is something that is causing more damage to our health than we think. So, stomach acid is important for a variety of reasons. It is the secretion that is produced by the cells of the stomach in order to break up and help start the process of digestion. Some absorption is involved, but most of the absorption actually occurs in the small intestine. Then things start also happening in the large intestine for different reasons. But the stomach is actually the main place where food is kind of turned, passed around back and forth, kind of broken down, sloshed around in the stomach. And the stomach acid, which is made of a couple things, but primarily HCl, pepsin, and some other components. What stomach acid does is it actually helps break up the food particles into smaller pieces so that easier digestion and absorption can occur. So, stomach acid actually makes the rest of the digestive system organs, it makes their job easier because we have optimal breakdown of food. Therefore, these other organs of digestion, like the pancreas and the gallbladder and the intestines, they have an easier time of breaking down and absorbing these foods. And the stomach doesn't have teeth, so we need to keep in mind that chewing at least 20 to 30 times is essential for proper stomach acid secretion and food breakdown. Our stomach only churns, it doesn't chew the food for us. So we have to make sure that we're chewing properly. But stomach acid also helps some absorption of specific minerals like magnesium, calcium, zinc, nutrients like vitamin B12, and proteins, of course. Protein absorption actually begins in the stomach, and there is also some absorption of certain minerals and other nutrients. So suppressing stomach acid, we have a risk of nutrient deficiency, hair loss because of lack of protein absorption, also osteoporosis because of lack of calcium absorption, and poor health in general. So, stomach acid is really helpful for making the whole process of absorption and digestion much easier. Stomach acid is also a huge sterilizer. Now, let's remember everything we eat and drink is not sterile. So, part of stomach acid's job is to sterilize everything that comes through from the mouth. It also helps to sterilize whatever microbes we're swallowing from our oral cavity, also our nasal passages, sinuses. Sterilizing is a big part of protecting ourselves from certain infections and microbes that could be potentially dangerous. So, let's say we go eat some sushi. A lot of times there is a risk of parasites. That's just part of the deal. There's not much we can do about it. But stomach acid does help to prevent and kill off any parasites that might come in. So, as you can imagine, suppressing stomach acid, we are more at risk for certain microbes and infections to occur. That's why things like Clostridium difficile infection and SIBO and IMO are very common after antacid reducing medication. Stomach acid also plays a huge role in activating other processes of digestion. So, stomach acid helps to activate pancreatic enzymes from the pancreas and also bile from the gallbladder. Because the pancreas is meant to buffer stomach acid, it's up to stomach acid to secrete and activate that process of activating pancreatic enzymes. So, many of the other digestive organs also depend on stomach acid for optimal digestion and absorption. So, I'm sure that you learned just how important stomach acid is and some of those risks associated of suppressing it, which is, again, unfortunately, a main line of treatment for many gastrointestinal disorders, including reflux. So, let's now talk about what things are required to create optimal stomach acid levels. So, we have certain minerals like zinc and potassium, which are required to create stomach acid. Also, nutrients like vitamin D is required and salt in general. So, making sure that we're getting a proper source of salt, not just table salt, but something more like Himalayan sea salt, something without heavy metals and contaminants, a very pure, high quality sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Because of that chloride ion in salt, and hydrochloric acid also has the chloride ion that directly helps to support stomach acid creation. And we also want to make sure that we have a balanced nervous system, especially during meal times. So, just taking a couple deep breaths, getting out of this fight and flight mode, that will help activate the nervous system to start secreting and moving things along. We also need to make sure that we have optimal thyroid health for healthy stomach acid levels. There's a huge connection between hypothyroidism and low stomach acid. And we also need to make sure that during mealtime we have these good habits of chewing 20 to 30 times because our stomach doesn't have teeth. We need to make sure these food particles are as small as possible for the stomach acid to start breaking down that food for us and make the rest of the digestive system have to work less. And then also not drinking too much while we eat, if any drinks at all. Drinking during mealtime, whether it's water or something else, actually dilutes our stomach acid so that we have a harder time of breaking down that food. Things like reflux can actually occur, also gas and bloating because of that impaired digestion. Food is not broken down properly, tends to just sit there, increase in pressure, ferment, and cause gas, bloating, discomfort, and even reflux. So that was a mouthful. Hopefully that all makes sense. We need certain things to make sure that we support our stomach acid secretions. And so we have the best digestion that we possibly can. Hopefully that helped and made sense. Be sure to like this video, share it with someone maybe who's on an acid suppressor or deals with reflux or indigestion, even IBS. This is very helpful information for many people. So like, share, support, and thank you so much for watching.